M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Fournette, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 44, Mariota. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Bengals.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball at the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Now Leonard Fournette, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
Stop your whining. Switch. Three. Show it.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points.
Does anybody want to retrieve my glasses for me?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
And it's one at home.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go with Hill here on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of...
Why is my fucking depth chart never right, bro? Slot wide receiver. Dachshund? Like, what? Not even a good slot.
Opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
50, check back 50. 22, check cover. 22, check cover. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Watch the safety creep. Ball trot.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Andrew Billings able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Switch. It's free. Go. Stay in open. 34 is the mic. 34.
Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Come on, man.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Lord.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes it's best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. From the 39, Mariota. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Fournette, a first down carry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mariota to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Kill.
From the gun, Mariota. Green's open,
gotta be
and
kidding
he's
me,
got
bro.
it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Get off the field, defense.
From the gun, a run for Hill. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
36. He's time to win. Wait. Alert 3. Go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their
The Bengals drive about to get going. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Mariota.
Oh, my God.
Here by Tyler Eifert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
First down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Oh, my God.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Mariota. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
Who is that?
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A first down throw for Mariota. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jalen Ferguson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the draw, this is Fournette. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw Mariota. Forced out. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Ravens have got it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette.
Complete to Leonard Fournette. Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Mariota. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Show it to me one more time, baby. Show it to me one more again.
Mike.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Like, what? He's running
and he'll get nothing out of that
like,
one.
What?
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. They'll throw again. Mariota. To escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Down top. One. Joker. 3.
Throwing, Mariota. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
That's so bullshit.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Exit.
Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Like, that's all you're going to throw is the
Call it a
drag,
gain of 5. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Okay. Huh? Huh? Messed up, man.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Bullock's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Let's go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship.
They go play action to Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Three down. What? Go.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Jackson, options out left. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they are able able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain there of 21 yards.
Very nice play here. Go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. They'll go with Foreman. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to it.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Mariota now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Now Fournette. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
At the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Fournette.
Oh, man.
And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
9-7.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Man, that's trash.
To throw is Mariota.
Thank you. Let's go, man.
Intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Ingram again.
What is this? What is this?
And a 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And L blows out his fucking hand. Absolute trash. Damn shame.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Hey, check 24. Check 24. One. Mike. One. You better break. I'm letting you know right now. You better break. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Three. Hey. He's coming.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Finding Green complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Damn shame.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson options out left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check. Front. Shift. Watch the shift.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Line 36. Watch the screen.
From just shy of midfield.
Oh, wow.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Ravens' 27-yard line.
One. Strip that ball. Three. Exit. 31's the mic.
From the 27th, Mariota. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, my God.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mariota. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Oh, 15 yards, that's appreciated.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And some room to maneuver. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 9 yards on the play and a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run on first down. Hill. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Watch 36. 36. That's it. Focus, defense, focus. Mike, 36.
From the 22, Jackson.
And this one
incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On third down, Jackson. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play. Run it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Okay. Apparently he got QB sneak defense too.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Now, the Bengals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go,
I'm on that damn. Listen to my I dare you.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check 52.
I dare you.
Move.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. It's a game of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
26 Mike. Rip right. 26 Mike. Come on out here.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota, and this one complete to Smith. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mariota.
There's Vaughn, boy.
Escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he has now done it. That is career sack number 201. He has the all-time NFL record, surpassing the previous mark set by Hall of Famer Bruce Smith. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch out.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And Robinson with a big catch. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
First down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mariota now. He's got Green. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run with Fournette, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here's Mariota. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Mariota to throw. This one complete to Ingram. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Gotta get the quick. Get on the quick right here. I got 40. Tight. Watch.
Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked him a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. He can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
We got a plane to catch this one.
And they will take a knee here. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez.
He's lining up the block.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They got two more to use here in the final stages.
You're going to take these damn stump spots, y'all.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Ravens, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Hollywood had one catch. That's all he needed. 17 or buck 17. Damn, you missed two superstars. Damn, Daniel. Bro. 5 for 81. Okay, boy.